Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm doing a Boxycharm recap. So, I filmed this video a while ago and then accidentally deleted it. Oops. So, I've been kind of like pushing off doing it because it's kind of a lot. Like I collected a bunch of products and I'm going to talk through them. So I was like, let's do a shorter video or like a video that doesn't take as much work because this one takes a while. So it's actually Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving. You're probably going to be seeing this the day after Thanksgiving. So happy Black Friday. I hope your Thanksgiving was great. Mine has been pretty chill so far. We usually try to do something. We live in Minnesota and we don't have any family here, and we usually try to do something with friends in the area, whether it's us hosting or going to someone's house. And this year plans kind of fell through, but it's been great. And we just kind of were like hanging out. We went to the gym this morning and we're just kind of taking the day easy, and I'm a fan of it. We're gonna be eating not Thanksgiving food. I'm just doing like a charcuterie plate, and we're gonna be doing that soon, and I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm excited for it. But today I wanna talk through July, August, and September's Boxycharm. I used to do a Boxycharm recap at the end of the month for I would do it like the next month. So like if I was filming December's Boxycharm, I would also talk about November's products and like how I liked them. But what I was running into is I felt like I didn't have enough time to like actually get full opinions on the products. It just made the video really long. So instead of it just being like an unboxing, it was like an unboxing for like 10 minutes and then it was like a review for another 10 minutes. And so it just turned into a really long video. So I wanted more time to work through products, get some solid ideas on them, and then come to you. So this is my first one that I'm doing for like a quarter, so for 3 months. I'm hoping to do October, November, December, kind of like January-ish. So another one will be coming soon. Like I said, this one was supposed to go up like last month, but deleted it, and I've just been neglecting it. So let's jump in to July's box first. The theme for July was like natural or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. I should keep the cards, but you know, that just seems like a lot of work. So it was a natural-esque theme. There was 5 products. One of the products that I'll start with that I literally cannot find, and I don't remember when I filmed this the first time if I had it out or if I just mentioned it, because I literally cannot find it anywhere. I just like looked through all of my makeup. I actually just did a shop my stash like last week and I didn't remember seeing it then, and so I have no idea where it is. Maybe it's in like a purse somewhere. I don't know, but it was the Alamar Cosmetics Mother of Pearl gloss. It was like this really pretty gold sparkly gloss, and it's really pretty. I love it. I love lip gloss. I'm wearing lip gloss today. So I don't know what happened to it because I remember really enjoying it. It smells like pineapple kind of, and that's not my favorite, but it was a really great gloss. I don't know where it is. Hopefully I find it soon. But that was the first product. The second one is another one that I really love. This is from Elemis, and it's the Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. This has been like my go-to mask recently since I've had this, since like July. My skin definitely gets like a lot of clogged pores. I have very acne prone skin. As I've gotten older, it's definitely gotten better as far as like not breaking out as often, but I do have a lot of scarring, and like occasionally if I'm like traveling or if it's around that time of the month, I just get like clogged pores and like my skin isn't ideal. It won't be like as vibrant, it's just kind of dull, and so this mask has been beautiful. Like I love this so much. Elemis is a very high-end skincare brand, and they do have a little bit more of like a natural skincare line, and so I've been totally loving this. I've probably used about half of it. I should use this more frequently because I really enjoy it. The description says, feed the skin with this versatile super green mask formulated with avocado and broccoli seed oils, rich in omega fatty acids to help support the skin's moisture barrier. Vitamin C and passion fruit acids help brighten for a fresh looking complexion. And I would totally agree with this. This is kind of like a mud mask. Like it kind of looks like what you think of when you just think of like a skincare mask. It's a little green, you put it on, it kind of dries, and it's just like so great. I love it so much. It's been a phenomenal addition to my skincare collection. Something that I kind of use in conjunction with that, we got a 3-piece brush set in July as well. These are from Luxie, and it was like a natural collection. It's stupid because they're just like a different feral, like they're like a wooden texture but still pink. I would say these 3-piece brushes, I don't get a ton of use out of any of these 3. The one that I use with the mask is this one, which this has probably been the most used brush from that set, which is kind of funny because when I opened them I was like, who uses foundation brushes like these? Not me. But I've been actually really loving this for masks. It works really great with like mud masks to just like apply it to the brush and then brush it onto your skin instead of using your fingers. There's just something like luxurious feeling about it. And so I've been really enjoying this one. The other 2 are more of like an eye brush situation. The first one is the Precision Crease Brush. And it's just like this little tiny brush, which if I am looking to do like some detail like lid work, it's a good one for that. It's just so tiny and thin that I just don't usually go in with it because I'm usually doing like a very generic look and just forget about it. And then the other one is the Large Eye Blending Brush, and this is a very large blending brush. I don't use it too often. I do use it occasionally if I'm doing just like bronzer in my crease and kind of like calling it a day. So I'll use that occasionally just to kind of like buff something on my lid. But I tried it for concealer the other day because I was kind of curious, since I had this, like since I got this, what it would do for concealer. It was just a little too, not like enough. It didn't really work. It was fine. It would probably be better for like a creamier concealer, and I think I used it with a little bit of a drier formula, and so it worked. It wasn't ideal, but I don't really use these a ton. And then the last product in that box is an eyeliner, and it's from Appeal. It's the gel liner in the shade Desert Taupe, and this is actually an eyeliner that I have gotten quite a bit of use out of and was extremely surprised. It's this really pretty liner. It's like a warm taupe color. It's really pretty. I've gotten so much more use out of this than any other liner I've gotten from Boxycharm. I usually hate getting eyeliners in Boxycharm because they're either like a weird color or like black, and I don't typically use just like a pencil liner. But this one is really great for like the lower lash line. I can put it across like my upper lash line just for like some quick definition, smear it out. It's a really great liner, and the color looks really great with my eyes. It brings out the kind of like green that's in my eyes, and so I've been pleasantly surprised with this liner. Really liked it. Oh, you know what? I forgot the one thing that I really do not like from I felt like there was something missing. So the 5th item is a palette, and this is from Butter London. This is the Natural Goddess palette. It's fine, like the quality is fine. This just is not anything that I would ever use. Like the shimmers in here are okay. When I first opened this, the color I was like immediately drawn to is this shade called Queen, and it's kind of like this rose gold color. I thought it was gonna be really pretty on the eyes. I just don't really like it. It doesn't look great on my eye color for some reason. The only matte color in here is either this dark brown color or this like blue color. And so I feel like you just couldn't get a full eye look with this, and so it's kind of a bummer. I just don't use it. So actually when I filmed this before, I like threw this in my empties bin because I was like, I'm decluttering this. And so I had to dig it out of that bin today. But it'll be going back. So that was July's box. That's why I felt like July was just kind of like a bummer. The only thing, I mean, I loved the mask and the eyeliner is fine, but other than that, the brushes, what else was in there? I literally just talked about it. Brushes, eyeliner, palette, mask. Oh, lip gloss. The lip gloss I'm missing. Which, so I guess it wasn't a bad box because I liked that lip gloss. It's just my least favorite from the bunch. Let's move on to August. August was one of my favorite months. It was really great. I loved my August box. Let's just jump in. The first product is from Wander Beauty, and it's the Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I just talked about this product in my Shop My Stash video like last week because I was saying when I first got this back in August, I was using it a ton. I used it for like 2 weeks straight, and then I just kind of forgot about it, and so I need to use this again. It's been sitting on my vanity, and I've been like, okay, use it, Kelsey, it's time to use it. But I feel like I've been using a ton of new skincare recently, and so I've been like switching back and forth, but I don't want to switch too much because then you don't know if something's working or not. But this was really nice. This is like how I used this was under primer, after moisturizer. So like I wanted to bring a little bit of like illuminization to my skin, but also still have like my primer in place. And so I do like this. I think it's a great product. It's really like thin. It's almost water-like. Like if you put it on, not as thin as the No Problem Primer Essence. That stuff is literally water. This has a little bit more of a consistency to it. Put a little dot here. But it blends out and it looks really nice on the skin. It's definitely nothing like too shimmery. I feel like there's no shimmer in it. It looks a little shimmery in the package, but I feel like once you smooth it out on your skin, it just brings this like little bit of glow, and it's pretty nice. So I need to use this again. The next product is Hot Hot Pink. Oh, the theme for this month was kind of like a Mean Girls theme. It was like very like 90s, early 2000s, just like pink and like totally awesome kind of vibe. I don't remember what the theme was called, but it was fun and pink and I like it. But this is like radioactive pink. This is Hot Hot Pink. This is from Tarte, and this is the Big Ego Mascara. This was really cool that we got this in our August box because literally I think this came out like the same month we got it in our box, and so it was really cool to get like a brand new mascara in a Boxycharm, and with Boxycharm only being $21 at this time, that was less expensive than this mascara in general. The wand on this is nice. This is like a wand I would look for. Kind of reminds me of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex wand. This mascara is okay for me. It's fine. It does a good job of like defining my lashes. I have a hard time building volume with it though, which is kind of funny since it's called Big Ego. I feel like it would be a very voluminous mascara, and I've just had a hard time with it. It wears well throughout the day. It like it doesn't like flake off or like transfer, so it wears well. I just wish I was getting a little more volume with it. Another product that I've totally loved from this box, this is from Steve Laurent, and this is a lip liner in the shade Chic. And this is just like the most basic lip liner. It's just a really great color. I've used it so much. It's this one. It's just like a nice nude color. It's perfect for my skin. It's like almost the same exact color as my lips, just like a touch deeper, and so it's great for everyday use. It wears really well as well, and so I have been totally loving this lip liner. So the one thing in this box that I haven't gotten a lot of use out of is this little eyeshadow duo. It's from Ace Beauty, and these are the Glimmer shadows. I have the Iced Latte shade, which is like a really pretty bronzy color, and then the shade Cotton Candy, which is kind of a rose gold color but a little bit more pinky than gold. These are good quality. I think these are nice shadows. They're really soft. I heard people compare them to the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I've never had the Super Shock Shadow eyeshadow. I have a blush but no eyeshadow, so I don't really know how to compare it to that. But the Cotton Candy shade, I wore it once and it's just not a color for me. I feel like it just doesn't do anything for my complexion or for my eye color, so I'm not a fan of that one. But the gold shade I do like. I just always forget about it because it's not in a palette. So I kind of have to like intentionally reach for it separately, but it's really pretty. It's a great formula. I think it's super soft, a lot of pigment, and it's just like really nice to work with. It's got a little bit of a little bit of glitter in it that almost has like a bluish reflect to it. It's kind of weird. It's very gold, but there's like definitely like a blue shift to it. I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's really pretty though. I just forget about it because it's a single shadow. But I actually really enjoyed this box because we didn't get an eyeshadow palette. I feel like my eyeshadow palette collection has definitely been built up so much since having Boxycharm, and so I have been happy that we didn't get one in that month. And then the last product from that box is something that I use almost every day. I love it. It's the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. This is that funky powder that's like half water or something, like you put it on and it feels like cooling on the skin, but it's really great. I've used it to set my like under eye concealer. I've used it to set my whole face. I've used it as like a setting powder after I've done all of my foundation and like bronzer, blush, whatever, and like taken this as like the final step. I've used it at like the halfway point of the day if I'm just wanting to like refresh my makeup a little bit. I feel like it does well in all of those situations. It doesn't add like any coverage, which I'm okay with. I don't really want a powder to like add coverage. I just want the powder to set me down. I'm a little fresh today, like I'm a little dewy. Like I said, I went to the gym this morning. I had my full makeup done then and have not reset anything, and I did use this today a little bit around my eyes before I went in with my powder foundation. So I think this does a good job. I loved that we got this in Boxycharm. Becca is like one of those brands that I just feel like is really kind of like classic, and I wouldn't normally buy their products, and so it was really fun to get this in a box, and I love it. So that was July's box. Wait, no, August. So that was August's box. Again, I think this might be my favorite box from this bunch. I think the powder was great. The eyeshadows, while the pink one wasn't really my thing, I think those are really great. The mascara, again, wasn't exactly my favorite. I still use it, but how cool that we got like a brand new mascara in a Boxycharm. Have really been enjoying the Wander Beauty Illuminating Face Oil. This was fun. And then that lip liner, I love it. And so this was a great box. And the last box I want to talk about is from September, which September marked 2 years of me having Boxycharm, which is just crazy. If I didn't mention this already, I love Boxycharm. It's crazy that, I mean, they changed in November, but before that, it's crazy you could pay $21 a month and get 5 products. Before Boxycharm, I was I bought high-end products here and there, but I did a lot of drugstore makeup, which I still love drugstore makeup, and if I'm buying makeup, I do often search for drugstore finds first, and if I can't find what I'm looking for, then I kind of go to more high-end makeup. But I feel like Boxycharm just kind of opened new doors for me to try products I wouldn't normally reach for, or like colors I wouldn't normally do, but all at like a super great price. I feel like it also reduced my like longing to buy makeup throughout the month, because I knew like come the 15th is usually when I get my box, I would have a makeup box show up at my door and I'd be able to try a bunch of new products. So that kind of like filled my itch for like new products, which right now I am in a no buy until the end of the year, but my one thing that I'm like allowing myself to get is Boxycharm. And so I love Boxycharm. It's really cool. 2 years, it's crazy. I've tried so many products that I love. I've found like staples in Boxycharm, but I've also found a lot of products that I don't like in Boxycharm. And that's kind of the deal with subscriptions, is that you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. So let's jump into September's box. That was a long intro for just a box. The first product, this is from Dr. Brandt, and it's the Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. And I didn't ever end up opening this up. I do purchase cruelty-free makeup, and Dr. Brandt is not cruelty-free. My stance on cruelty-free as far as like getting products that aren't cruelty-free, if they come in a box or like someone gifts them to me, I don't typically have like a hard stance on it. I'll kind of like let it slide because I feel like the product is already here. I'd rather not waste it and I'd rather just use it. But this one just seemed like a product that wasn't really intended for my skin. And I was just like, you know what, I'll give this to someone. I'll give it to my sister, one of my sisters, or something. And so I just haven't used it nor given it away yet, and I need to. All of the other products I got in September were kind of geared towards eyes, and I'm okay with that. The first one is from Billion Dollar Brows, and this is the Microblade Effect Brow Pen. And I got this in the shade Dark, which was kind of the first problem for me. I do have a blonde hair. This is like my natural color up here, which is like a dirty blonde, maybe light brown. And this is quite dark. The tip on this is kind of funky. It's got like little slits in it, and it's supposed to be able to make like little tiny brow strokes. Not only was the color like not ideal for me, but I just had this is like leaking everywhere too. I had so much trouble with this product, like trying to put it on. It's not doing anything. Like I'm not getting anything out of here. The only time I can like actually get product out of here is with like a lot of pressure, and then at that point it's not making like little brush strokes anyways. It's just making like a fat line. And so I didn't have a lot of luck with this. I don't know if other people liked it. I feel like what I heard around wasn't great. So I ended up as well putting this in my empties bin to declutter because I can't use it. Like it's literally not usable for me. So bummer. Another product is from Hank and Henry, and this is the Slick With It Blickety Black eyeliner. And this one I do enjoy. So this is a black liner, but it's got a brush tip. It's really nice. I did hear Andrea here on YouTube talk about this, saying that it was sheer, and at first I did not understand what she was saying because I was just using it like pretty basically, or like swatching. You're like, oh yeah, it's a black liner, it's great. And I heard her say it was sheer, and I just wasn't understanding what she was saying with that. I was like, it's pretty black. I don't really know what the issue is. And then a few weeks ago, I wore it over like a metallic shade on my lid. I typically do like matte shadows, but recently I've been getting into more of like shimmers and metallics. And so I wore it over metallic eyeshadow, and it did not go well. And I understand what she meant by sheer, because while it was black, I could see like the shimmer underneath it, and not just like shimmer, but like the color. It was weird, but I do enjoy it. I think it's not terribly bad. I've definitely tried eyeliners that are better, and so I wouldn't ever like repurchase it, but I don't think it's terrible. I will continue to use it. I just don't use eyeliner in general a lot anymore, and so it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not super great if you're using it with like metallic shades. Something that I loved from this box was this eye brush set. These are from Moda Pro, and it was a 5-piece brush set. These brushes are very nice. I really enjoy the handles on them. If you can see, they're kind of like a textured, like studded handle, and I think they're so cute. I love that they're black. But beyond the like look and feel of the brushes are just great in general. So the only one that I don't use a ton is this angled brush, just because I don't use an angled brush very often. And so this one just kind of sits and doesn't get a lot of use. But all of these other ones get a ton of use. This is a smudger brush, which is great. I've got a little detail like pencil brush, which again, love. This one is called the Shade Brush, which is like a fluffy brush, but it's like thicker one way and like skinnier. And so this one is great for like outer corner work, applying shadow. And then this is a crease brush, which is just kind of like your normal crease brush. It is a little tapered at the top, which I feel like I don't have a ton of brushes that are like that. And so that one is fantastic. I love these 4 brushes so much. The last product from the September box is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Violet Voss Essentials palette, and this one is fairly nice. It hasn't been like my everyday kind of palette, but it is nice. There's some shades I haven't really used, and then there's some that have been used more. So this top row, you've got Cream, which is one of my favorites in the palette, which is stupid because it's just like a cream shimmery shade, but it's really pretty. Sand is next to it. It's kind of like a peachy matte color. Terracotta is nice. I've definitely been using less orange tones on my lids recently, and so I haven't got a ton of use out of that. The gold is nice. It is true gold. Like, it's not like a bronzy gold or like a rose gold. It's just straight up gold, and I don't typically go for that kind of a color. And then you've got Emerald, which is emeraldy. It's kind of like a bluish green almost, but it's very green, shimmer, pink. It's funny, like all of these are named like just what they are. Like, it's not like floral or something. It's just like pink, and it's pink, and it's shimmery. It's pretty though. Dusty Rose could be my favorite tone in this palette. I love these kind of shades where they're a dusty rose color. They're super pretty. Plum Berry is nice as well. A lot of times if I'm using this, I'll go in with Dusty Rose in the crease. I'll go in with Plum Berry a little bit on the outer corner. Either use pink or cream on the lid, and it's just like a really pretty basic look. I'll also add in Cinnamon in the crease, which is next to it. It's really pretty, kind of like a burnt red color. And then you have black as well, which is just a matte black. I did put this away recently because I just found I wasn't getting a ton of use out of it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it away. I'll bring it back later. And so I'm not using this in my everyday makeup right now, but I am hoping to bring it back probably next go around, because again, I like this palette. I just kept looking at it and being like, I don't know, I'll use the same look that I did last time. And I don't want to do that. I want to try something new. So I'm not using it right this second. So I do think September was a good box. The eyeshadow palette I like. Those brushes I love. These are honestly some of my most used brushes that I have. And then the brow product sucked. I don't like that. The liner is fine. I'll use it. And then we had the skincare product that I just am not going to use, and I need to get rid of it. So September was good. August was better. Between September and July, I think I liked September better. But again, it's just $21. Now it's $25. But like, where else can you get so much makeup to try for such an inexpensive price? I don't know. But I love Boxycharm. That was July, August, September. And I feel like it just keeps getting better. Like, honestly, I feel like every month is just like something new and exciting. And I feel like the last 3 months, well, the last 2 months, October and November, have been fantastic boxes. I'm excited to see what December brings. It is Boxy Luxe. I don't do Boxy Luxe. I'm still trying to get on Boxy Premium, so we'll see if that happens in December. But honestly, I just love it either way. Even if I just stick with the normal box, which I'll probably end up just doing, I still love it. But did you get Boxycharm this last year? Are you interested in Boxycharm? Let me know if you had any of these months, July, August, September. What were your thoughts on some of these products? Did you get different products than I did? Yeah, I'm just interested in your thoughts. If you've tried any of these products or you're interested in these, let me know down below. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys.